Yeah, we're outside. We're in the backyard. Can you see a bit of the backyard through there? It's yes, we do have a loud air conditioner right close by. So anyway, we're going to start it off here, but we're going to move the Blaincast down into the basement studio. So let me just grab my guitar. I'm going to back off so I can't do anything about that volume. Yeah, I think once I start playing, maybe it'll overcome the that air conditioner behind me. But you know that this is the official announcement for the release of my new CD. It's going to come out on August 28th, and I've already delayed it a few times. We planned on March, and then the pandemic hit and everything went off the rails, and in the middle of that I discovered I had a birth mother that I had never known. I knew I was adopted, but thanks to Ancestry DNA I was able to track down my new family, and a mother who had passed away just in recent years, but now I was kind of inspired to write a song about that, and that kind of put the brakes on the production a bit. I said, look, I want this song to be on the album. And I love playing it, and I need to play it because it's all bar chords, and the only way I can ever keep my hands in shape here, not having any gigs happening, is to at least play every day and play with a lot of bar chords. So this is a song called The Mother I Never Knew. For a while this was the title of the album, For the Mother I Never Knew, and either which way, it's kind of dedicated to the mother I never knew. She was a mother, a single mom making do, working at Simpson's. She's the mother I never knew, someone to lean on. She was there to help you work things through. Spent her life helping others. That's the mother I never knew. She was never angry, and she'd calm you down if you were. Always ready to listen, and your secrets were safe with her. And she loved music, and sitting back watching the news, rooting for the underdogs. That's the mother I never knew. It's been beautiful to learn these things. Hope she knew how she was loved. Thank the family for the memories that showed me who she was. A kind-hearted woman, a person of very deep faith, only thinking of others. Some might even call her a saint, but she was just a mother, a single mom making do, working at Simpson's. She's the mother I never knew. The mother I never knew. She's the mother I never knew. And that's the bar chord I never played enough. Look at this finger. Can you see the ridges? So this is a song I need to play every day just to keep the hand in shape, and just to keep. I've been writing a lot of new songs, and I wonder if Ardeen is watching. You know, it might be. We've had 2 Zoom sessions already. We're writing a song. It's called Stolen. It's naturally about what's going on in the world right now, especially regarding black music, black lives, and even the indigenous land that we're standing upon right now. So we're trying to incorporate all this into a tune, and it's coming together. But I don't think I'm going to try to preview it right now, because I'm really getting into a different direction with the music. But let me play you. What else could I play here? I got something new, something brand new. All right. If I could whoa, I wonder if I got the words at hand here. Probably not. But I've been getting a little political, and these are not songs that are going to be on the album. But if I can find them lyrics, what do I call it? This is called Remember. Wait a minute. No, it's called... I can't even remember the titles of the songs. It's called Loyal to a Fault. So I'm going to search here for loyal. Oh, I have to spell it correctly. I wonder if I could even remember these lyrics. Search loyal. Hey, Scratch Bastard is doing something at 3 o'clock on his Facebook. If you're into that kind of craziness. Current mailbox, all mailbox. See, alright, so if I wish there was a way to find stuff. See, I don't even, I'm on the iPad here. I'm never going to remember the words. Okay, skip that song. I'll play you the track that we've dropped off the list for the album, but I'm going to put it out as a single, and we got great plans for it. We're going to do a remix, and maybe even have some kind of a remix contest like I did for the last album on that song, The Ghost of Clinton's Tavern. Not that we got many people taking me up on it, but I just thought it was a great idea, and I want to follow up on that. So it's called Have a Toke. Dedicated to Aaron McCallum. In Grandpa's days you couldn't get a drink 'cause of some overzealous Christians. And now it's time to celebrate the end of one more prohibition. Have a toke. Have a toke. Whatever is hurting, you'll feel better for certain with a smoke. You can't sleep. Tried the medication, now not have a hit of weed. Have a toke. Have a toke. You'll feel right as rain, might even lessen your pain with a smoke. Yeah, finger pick a little there, Brian. Smash those nails. I told my teenage son, if all you want is to get real zonked, you might as well get drunk. Drunk as a skunk, or have a toke. Have a toke. Whatever is hurting, you'll feel better for certain with a smoke. So things are tough. You had enough. If you're feeling down, light up and have a little puff. That's what I need right about now. Have a toke. Have a toke. You'll be glad to discover it could help you recover from a stroke. If you have a little toke, have a little toke. All right, it's time to travel back to November 2018. I was having a campfire jam every month at the old mill. It was been going on for about 3 years. I've had so many fabulous musicians coming through to play with me. And this time we had Ken Whiteley, AleC FraSer, and Casey from Turbo Street Funk, and he was the youthful energy of the whole thing. And so you'll hear a couple of tunes from the Campfire Jam, and I will rejoin you from the basement where there's a little bit less air conditioner noise.
the same time. I'm not getting anybody's way. How about that? Ready? On the floor, here we go. Stick around for the last set. George Jackson is our special guest for this set. Thank you, George. Ken Whiteley on the piano. AleC FraSer back here on the bass. And Casey blowing the harp.
You're good. You stopped sharing.
Well, I'm still hearing stuff in my ear. It's still playing something, but I'm just going to take the earphones off. And, well, part two. Now, we came down to the basement studio because we were hoping the sound would be better. You let me know if it's any better. And here I am, still talking about the new album. I hear voices. I'm hearing voices. But I want to play some of the tunes that are going to be on the new album and give you the pitch here, although I can hardly wait for you to hear the real thing. But this is a song you could hear right now because it was released as a single on March 22nd, World Water Day. I thought, okay, we've got a reason to put this out. I felt like I had a statement to make about the water crisis, that people were dying. And of course, we got kind of sidelined by a much more immediate crisis that was affecting everybody, not just poor people in Africa or at Awapiskat or some other places. So I'm going to play you the water song as I wrote it here, and let's see if I need some words. The woman needs water, she's dying of thirst, asking why has her life been so cursed. Her children starving, she's praying for rain. Tribal war brings more hardship and pain. There's water yonder, but nothing for her. A cry in the desert, can you hear her? Donnie Waterloo. She swift. Donnie Waterloo. Baby crying in the dark of night, mother desperate with no help in sight, hiding the child so they won't be found. No turning back, village burned to the ground. They killed her son and they raped her daughter, and it's been days since she's had a drink of water. Donnie Waterloo, she swift. Donnie Waterloo, she swift. In Attawapiskat, there's water in the sink, but half the time it's not safe to drink. It's no wonder things have gone so wrong, with the water protectors all beaten down. Well, it's come to haunt us, and it's gonna get worse, with the so-called civilized world is dying of thirst. Donnie Waterloo, she swift. Donnie Waterloo, she swift. She swift. Give me a little water. I will. Well, I don't know how much of this kerfuffle has made its way onto the Facebook and how much just between me and Joel here. But I hope you're still with me. I hope we still got a few people. I've lost my monitoring capability. Oh, well, it looks like a few people left there. Don't give up on me. This is going to be a great CD. Here's another tune. Let me play another one from the CD if I can find a capo. If I can't find a capo. Excuse me if I can't recall your name. Old age is wreaking havoc on my brain. But there's one reel left in this movie, and you can have a leading role. But go easy on me, honey. I'm not 50 anymore. Well, the label says they'll sign me if I'm prepared to hit the road. I don't think so. I don't drive in them blizzards. I can't lift them heavy loads. But if it's a short itinerary, if we can keep it close to home, and if we go easy on me, honey, I'm not 50 anymore. I'll play the blues. I tell all the pretty women I'm not the man I was before. I don't get out like I used to. Is there a washroom on this floor? I'm blind without my glasses. Just point me to the door. And go easy on me, honey. I'm not 50 anymore. Not 50 anymore. Tell the truth. I'm thinking as I'm playing this, you know, for my fans, the hardcore fans that stick through these kind of screwed up broadcasts here. But I know you might have heard these songs a lot. You might even not even feel like you have to buy the CD because you've heard me play them so many times. But let me tell you, on the CD, they really are coming to life. I had some fabulous players with joining me. This one I just played has Clayton Doley from Australia doing some amazing organ, and David Vest from the West Coast playing some amazing piano.
Oh, yeah.
And also we have Steve Mariner playing a harmonica, ripping it up on the harp. It was the first time Steve had done a kind of a remote recording situation. He had just got some new gear, and this was a bit of a test for him, I guess. Well, it worked out great. He played a nice track for me and did it up like overnight practically. So thanks to all the great musicians that came forward and put their heart and soul into this recording, and I hope a few people will get a chance to hear it. You know, CDs do not get out there like they used to, and That's understandable, but the music is still floating around, so grab it any way you can. And if you want to support the creators, uh, please buy it. You can go to Bandcamp, brianblaine.bandcamp.com. That's where the single is right now. And the Mother Song, actually, there's an early mix of the Mother Song up there that I put up on Mother's Day. I thought I got to get something up there. And the whole album will be up on Bandcamp, and it'll be on CD Baby and iTunes and all the other places. August 28th is the official release. And if I didn't mention it in the backyard, I've got kind of a word cloud that I created with all the contributors. And I've got a bunch more names to add. And if you'd like yours to be included, please make a contribution via PayPal or e-transfer to brianblaine@gmail. And I'd be most appreciative, and I'll send you a CD if you want one, or a link to a download if you prefer it that way. And it's going to be a beautiful thing come August. It's been a challenge, no doubt, and the challenges
It's
will
a beautiful
continue.
thing. It's a beautiful thing.
That's the voice of Joel. What, are you on the screen there? And I don't even.
Yeah,
Have you been on screen all this time?
no, I haven't. I
Oh,
just came on screen right now to say it is a
okay.
beautiful thing, and we're looking forward to some new technologies being incorporated in the Blaincast in the future. Going to get back to the live jamming at some point, right?
Yeah, I mean, we could. Tr- you want to try live jamming now?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we're
Uh,
prepared for that.
yeah. Well, we weren't prepared for anything else either, so it's my middle name. But I'm glad you're helping me out with this, Joel. And now, is this? Yeah, I guess this is kind of the closing.
All right.
But
Closing song.
what have we got for a closing song? Let me see. I'll play you another one we did on the album. This one is called "You Are Also His Son." This was also kind of a departure for me. Not a lot of the tunes on this album are kind of getting away from my usual. I like to just write about what's happening on the music scene, and mostly the complaining about the blues is hurting, or the day Coke saved the blues, and tunes like that, or songs I've written about musicians I love. I'm going to do this. If the words are here, I'm going to share with you one that I've just written. It's probably not even written yet, and it really requires a flat top guitar and a flat pick, but I'm going to try it this way. And to tell you the story on this one, when I was making the Overqualified for the Blues album way back when, I I had a song, and I was using some of the same players that we had worked with this time. Gary Kendall, Mike Fitzpatrick was on drums, and Mike Fonfara played keyboards, and we did a real production on a song I had written called Loreena. And Loreena, Lady Broken Heart, Don't Put Down Your Harp. And it was about Loreena McKennitt at the time in her life, and that's 20 years ago now, when she lost her fiance. He drowned, and I was hearing that she was going to give up music. She was distraught. And I wrote a song, and it was almost epic, like it had key changes and a lot going on in that song. And we laid it down, we recorded it, but the producer, engineer of those sessions, his name is Paul Benedict, Eggs Benedict, had worked a lot with Loreena, knew her very well. He lived in Stratford too, and he said, boy, Loreena would be not happy, to have this story out there when she's grieving like this. And so, and then later, her publicist of record, Richard Flohill, kind of said the same thing. Brian, I don't know if you ought to put that out. And so I just put it on the shelf. And that's now 20 years, almost 20 years ago. And I hope time has passed. And I'm not bringing out the song because when I went looking for it, I couldn't even find the tracks. This was recorded, but it was never mixed. And those tracks are long gone. I can't find them anyway. But I did find some scraps of lyrics and the concept, And at the time, I was trying to come up with a bluegrass kind of tune. So dig it. This is where Loreena is at now, and it may or may not end up on a record. Maybe I'm going to get another text here saying, Brian, forget it. But how did that go? I used a capo too. I even put it in the bluegrass key of B. After this, we're going to shut her down and, like Joel says, make a plan for the next time. We got to keep it simple. I always said. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's a true musician story that I think it's time to tell. How a waif became a princess in a tragic fairy tale. Prince Charming lost and drowned in Georgian Bay so deep and dark. Broke her spirit, broke her heart. Loreena, don't put down your harp. Just a street musician busking in the square. Then she got famous, she was touring everywhere. She really loved to play, but didn't want to be a star. Sad angel, never meant to fly that far. Loreena, don't put down your harp. An independent artist who would not be pushed around. Just ask the Warner Brothers how she stood and held her ground. She changed the music business, at least she made a start. A businesswoman, and she could really play the part. Loreena, don't put down your harp. Loreena, don't put down your harp. That's it for Blaincast number 15. See you next Sunday, 2 p.m. Tell your friends.
Thanks for watching. Your friendly neighborhood Blaincast. Tune in next week as Brian Blaine will be streaming by himself, as I unfortunately have business to attend to. This is Joel Blaine signing off.